Hello everybody! I got into a terrible accident while still being parked, so my exhaust is completely devastated. So there is no other option than to replace it with another exhaust. But I will not only replace the stock exhaust with another stock exhaust, I will take this opportunity gladly and not only replace it but also upgrade it. So I got myself a Moto exhaust, which is the lower turnout version. So we will install that, and in the process of doing so we will capture a bunch of decibel or noise level readings. I have a highly professional device for measuring those. It is DIN EN ISO certified, so it's precise to 1.4 plus minus decibels. And we will of course not only measure the stock exhaust and the Moto, and that's pretty much the plan. So I don't have any professional motorcycle repair equipment. I will just have my kickstand, but other than that I'm pretty unprepared to do that, and we'll just dive right into it. Let's go. Let's start with the stock pipe removal. Actually, let's capture a decibel reading first before we remove it. Ambient is about 46, and if I'm talking, that's about 70 from about half a meter of distance. There you go, people. DIN EN ISO 9001 9002. I think that's just the standard. We do everything as we should ISO, but yeah, it's precise to 1.4 decibels. I placed the device 1 meter away from the exhaust and in a 45-degree angle. Ambient is somewhere around 40. Let's start the engine. The stock pipe is pretty precisely around 88 decibels. The exhaust manifold is only screwed to the cylinder with these two screws. As this is a modern Euro 4 motorcycle engine, there is also one measurement probe. We have to be really careful when we remove the probe so we don't destroy the outer layer of the cable. This is present on both sides. Other than that, it's just these two screws. Then, as I think we have to unscrew those two and attach a little bit a thingy to that one. And there is just one more screw. Super easy to loosen. Now we can carefully remove those. Hopefully, I need two hands. These guys are way easier to remove when the exhaust is still in place. First, unscrewing these guys. Removing these guys, and then removing the sensor thingy. So this is blocking the way. And it is off. This is part of the exhaust and it also needs to go off. I need 2 hands. It's actually easier from the other side. The cat removal, which I previously called dead weight, is actually a bit finicky. I did it by removing all the screws I was able to reach one by one, and then finally angle grinding when all screws that were in reach were removed. Nothing moved, which is good. Alright, after removing this and the clamp from the rear, the exhaust really, I'm now finally able to reach this screw. That's the next big thing to block everything. And as the stuff I will replace that with, I will double check, but I'm pretty sure the exhausts just have a pipe going from one side to the other. So I will probably just cut this off. Cutting here and then trying to cut from there. The only issue I have is that this is a pretty small angle grinder. So I'll really have to be sure and make sure in advance before starting to cut, but I think this will work. Guys, I think, oh yeah, we don't even have to take it off. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, it is off. Alright guys, quick recap what I just did. So I unscrewed all screws, which was a little bit finicky, including the front part of the heat shielding. And then the only cut I made was on the right side of the vehicle, so right there. The first cut I made was too high, so I actually cut into the thick part, so I had to do another one, but no problem. And then I was able to pull this off, remove the rubber, and then everything just went off. As the heat shield is anyway destroyed, I will now remove the other parts and just flatten it out so I can reattach it and have some heat shielding, despite I don't think the new cat or exhaust system will need it. Alright, that's the heat shield, and we will just insert or reinstall that. this is the heat shield. Alright, let's wrap up here. In the next video, the fun will actually start. We will install the mass module and give it a test run. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon if you don't want to miss that video. Hopefully see you in the next one. Cheers!